Next thing I know, of course, his sirens come on. So I pulled over and I'm like, y'all, this is about to be some shit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda. You guys, before I start talking or do anything, go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. I know, I believe in my last video, the DIY I did for the green faux grass wall, which is behind us right now, I did mention that I was going to start a new project on my channel, and here we are today. This is it. So welcome to What's the Topic. I'm gonna be very brief with it and basically let you guys know what's going on. So yeah, every other Thursday I will post a segment on my channel at 6 p.m. and we're basically gonna be discussing different topics, a lot of topics. It doesn't matter what it is. I would name a couple, but I sort of kind of want that to be like, not really a surprise, but you know, I just rather just have you guys tune in on Thursday and find out what the topic is gonna be about. Of course, if you suggest any topic, anything that you would want us to discuss, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below. I am going to try to have a variation of different guests on my channel to discuss certain topics, but today I have joining me my beautiful sister TAHISHA.
Hello. And
my beautiful other sister Erica. Say hi guys, say hi.
What it is, what's up, sweetie?
I'm excited for this new project. I'm nervous all at the same time, but this is for a good cause. It really is for a good cause, and I'm very appreciative to have these two beautiful young ladies, not young ladies, grown, because we all grown here. Period. But I'm appreciative to have them here with me today to discuss our first topic. And so, without further ado, today we're getting into Black Lives Matter. That's right. Black Lives Matter, you guys. Black Lives Matter. I felt that it was very imperative to talk about this topic. I mean, we cannot stress this enough. It's as tough as it is. You guys, this is a time where we need to come together and do what is right. We need to fight, you know, we need to, you know, just basically do everything that we could do to basically support one another, because with everything that's going on, it's just been very crazy, and I know you guys know that. We're just gonna briefly brush over, you know, a couple things. And so I know you guys know with the things that's been going on, like whether it has been with George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or
arrest those cops.
Yes. With Ahmaud.
Yeah, it's Ahmaud
Arbery. Yeah. It's just really heartbreaking, you guys. More so because honestly, it really could have been any one of us. But you know, I'm beyond grateful because by God's grace, you know, we're still here, and you know, he's still protecting us. And it's very unfortunate that these families, you know, had to go through that. You know, they lost, you know, a very important person, you know, in their life. For what? Because we're not liked, because we're black, you know, because of the color of our skins, you know. It's just really sad.
Because of our gender,
you know,
sexual orientation.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's really tough, and it's really heartbreaking. So I don't know if you guys want to like put your input towards, you know, what's been going on. If so, like, feel free.
When it comes to that, those matters, because those were all lives lost, so they do matter. When it comes to that, how can I put it without, well, I don't care if I offend the white people, to be honest. because
they don't care about us.
They know, and it's just facts. Of course, I'm not going to attack or target them because, you know, I know people and I'm cool with some white people. Right. You know, but we're going to put it where it is. Like, they have this sense of, you know, a lot of Caucasian people have this sense of entitlement. And it's just like, there's a lot that actually separates us. One, because people like to say, oh, it's just skin color, but I feel like me being a black woman, we need to acknowledge what separates us, because black people, we're really royalty. Like, if you really think we're really royalty, we paved the way for a lot of these white
and I feel like people. They're threatened by that, they're intimidated by that, you know, like
if it's not our hair,
right,
it's like what I've been seeing lately, some of the stuff that differentiates us black women is not just color, it's more so our hair, body type, our skin, the way our skin looks, like how tall we are, what we have, what we possess. And it's like, it's sad because it's like we are all one, so why do we have to like fight against each other? Like, oh, my hair is better than hers.
Right.
Just take care of your hair, and it will be better than the girl with the hair.
Right.
Got damage and breaking off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's different stuff that's not only like in the media, but it's like a lot of black women internalize because we can't, you know, express how we feel about certain stuff, about how like our self-esteem is low.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
right.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Right. So just going back to what I was saying earlier with that whole situation, it's just like now it's to a point where, you know, I feel paranoid, like even stepping out the house. Because I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm black, because I'm a black woman.
That, while you're saying that, actually, so the this past week, y'all, like, so I took a Lyft because I had to go work with somebody for some hair stuff, and I took a Lyft, and you know, the hairstylist, since I'm an assistant to him, he was like, you know, can you go to the hair store, pick up some new caps for me and stuff? And so I was like, okay, no problem. So I took a Lyft. I ordered a Lyft to go to the hair store, y'all, and then to his place where he's doing hair. On the ride to the hair store, this white Uber driver man goes and asks me, oh, so where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going to the hair store. And you know me, although all of this is going on, I'm a nice person, so I'm not gonna automatically I hate you as soon as I see you, like, because that's kind of that's something else that they expect. You know, I'm not gonna ever let no white person think like you raise my blood pressure that high. So I tell this man I'm going to the hair store. This man says, oh yeah, you're getting your hair done. He's like, just please don't come out with any blonde hair. I was like, hold on, what are you implying? What do you mean don't come out with any blonde hair? And he was like, oh, cause there was this black lady, she had blonde hair, and you can clearly tell that wasn't her natural hair color. And I was like, so what? I don't understand. So like, so what? And from then on, like, I wanted to lash out, but in that moment I had to think rationally, because I'm like, I don't know you, I don't know what you have on you, I mean, even though I had a little something on me because I never walk without it, but I'm like, I don't know you, I don't know what you have on you, I'm in your Uber, Lyft, I don't know, you know, whatever the case, like where you're, you know, where you could take me or whatever it is. And in that moment I was just like, ever since all of this been going on, it's either white people give this little smirk, or the conversations run a little too long to where they give themselves out. And I'm just like, it's best that you just shut up. Like, shut up. I was so I'm a to find his name on list so I can put it out there. That way you guys know, because I definitely,
I didn't have an experience like that, but I too did have an experience where, and I believe this happened last year, and I will never ever forget it. But I was on the way to the store, and I was driving down one of the roads, because in Atlanta, Georgia, whatever, they have a lot of back roads, you guys. And so I was driving, and this cop was behind me. Dude, I could clearly see you from my rear view mirror. So if you're behind me, of course I know not to do anything stupid. But even so, if you weren't behind me, I mean, I'm not gonna be out here just driving recklessly or, you know, not being aware of my surroundings. So I could see you in the rearview mirror, right? So y'all, I'm literally going at the normal speed limit. But I already knew that he was gonna pull me over. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna continue to drive and continue to pay attention, whatnot. Next thing I know, of course, his sirens come on. So I pulled over. And I'm like, y'all, this is about to be some shit. He gets out of the car. While he's getting out of the car, I like basically sort of kind of like rushed and sort of prepared everything, my license and registration and everything. But I did it in a sense where he was not looking, because nowadays, if they see you like grabbing something for your car, it could be something as simple as your charger. They'll think that it's a weapon, and then from there they're like, oh, we're gonna kill him or her, because oh, we thought she was reaching for a gun. So quickly, you know, assemble my license and registration, whatever. So he came to the passenger side, and he was like, yes ma'am. He was like, license and registration. And I was like, yeah, I got that. So you guys, I kid you not, I'm in the seat, like I am shaking. That's how scared and just paranoid I'm shaking. Before he even walked away, he was like, are you okay? He was like, you seem nervous. And I was like, oh no, I'm fine, sir. He was like, well, do you know why I pulled you over? He was like, do you know why I pulled you over? I was like, no sir, why did you pull me over? Oh, because you were going over the speed limit. I kid you not, he followed me for a good 5 to 10 minutes. How in the world are you driving behind me? I can clearly see you driving behind me, and I'm gonna go over the speed limit. So it's like, yeah, because he was going over the speed limit. You know, you gotta be careful, because it be kids out here riding their bike. Mind you, it is no kids that be riding their bikes around the area. I don't know what he was talking about, but I was like, okay, sir, okay, no problem. So he's like, yeah, you know, you seem scared, like you seem like you shaking, you seem like you nervous, like you seem real nervous. But the way he said it to me as if like, he said it to me, how can I say, like he said it to me as if like, you know how you say like they'll say stuff with a smirk, right? Or like make a smirk. Yeah. So it's like he knew what he was doing. Like he already knew, like, oh yeah, I got her, right? So I'm like, in my head, I'm praying, you guys, like I'm saying like certain Bible verses and everything. I'm like, Jesus, please just let this man come back with my license and registration so I can go. So of course he comes back, gives me my license and registration. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you go, you know, with the warning. He even write nothing. I'm gonna let you go with the warning. Just, you know, be careful and just make sure you drive, you know, at the normal speed limit, blase, blase. And I was like, all right. But that just goes to show you, like, they are really just out here just gunning for us, honestly. For no reason, you know, like, and it doesn't make any sense. Even with the whole George Floyd situation, you call the cops on him, why? Because you accused him of $20 counterfeit $20 bill. I used to work at a damn grocery store, you guys, back in the day, like when I was working at Publix, you guys, and I kid you not, I have witnessed white people, and they were the ones that were stealing the most. Yeah. I have witnessed.
It reminds me of this one time, right? So like, me and my boyfriend was coming back he was picking me up from work, and so it was this guy. He was walking. He had this bag in his hand. It was full of clothes. He was just walking across the street. Next thing you know, you seen 5 police cars coming after this man. They jumped on him. He threw the bag of clothes underneath one of the cars. This guy walking past was like, he threw it under there. He told the cops where he threw him at, and the cop tackled him for like, it was literally 5 shirts in that bag. They tackled him, and he was just a black man, and he was just like, he was just screaming. He was like, I'm just trying to get some clothes for my kids. I was just trying to get some clothes for my kids. And during that whole time that was going on, my boyfriend, he had a panic attack because that reminded him of a time he got attacked by a police.
Oh, wow.
So he's literally having a panic attack, like screaming and crying because he don't know what to do, because stuff like that happens on a daily basis, to where it's like a lot of black people have PTSD.
Yes.
And it's getting to that point where it's scary and it's crazy. Like, you don't want to walk outside. You don't want your kids playing outside. You don't know what's about to go down. My neighborhood that I live in, you just see cops just riding around. And it's just like, the kids literally do nothing. They just stand outside. They're playing with a shopping cart. I don't know where they got their shopping cart. So it's like, going back to what you're saying, Tay, just like, black people really just trying to get by. Honestly. And it's like, it's real white people out here that's doing the dirty crime.
And I really hate that. I really hate that there's so many of us who have to live in fear. And it's like, how could I say it? It's not like we choose to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then there are those who are brave enough to speak up during certain situations, and I will never knock someone who doesn't, you know, speak up during issues like that. I won't even knock a black person who you know goes on to agree with a white cop during that moment, because it's like, it's a now getting pulled over, getting stopped, it's not a matter of a ticket, it's a matter of life or death when you wear this skin color, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, as much as we don't want to live in fear, it's like, it's almost like we don't have a choice. They were charging protesters as felons for protesting. But I'm like, you know what? At first I'm like, you know, that's absurd. But I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, they're charging you guys as felons. You know, they can take away your right to vote. So it's just like, with the elections coming up, I'm like, as stupid as the actions may be, they are smart. And that's where I feel like, you know, us as black people, it's so important to educate ourselves. Like, it's so important. And I'm not talking just Twitter. I'm not talking just Instagram. Yes, they give you a little here and there, but you really gotta dig deep. Because when it comes to our ancestors, they were on that. Okay? No one's gonna take you serious if you don't stand on something. You could say it, but you need to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
because like I was telling somebody, it's like, we went on to this protest, we did what we wanted to do, but then it's like, they throw us a bone, just like, oh, give them what they want, so they can be quiet. Let us paint some streets. Give what they want. They're quiet now, like a week or two. And that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened. This shit is really real. Like, racism is really real, you guys. Injustice is really real, you guys.
Justice is real, but never serves.
Right. And
why is it a word?
Why is it a word? You know, why is it a word? And I feel as though, as a black community, with everything that's going on, this is the time where we need to come together. Okay, this is the time where we need to be supporting one another. This is the time where we need to be here for each other, because it's a lot of us that are struggling mentally with what's going on, you know. So
not only with the Black Lives Movement, no job, can't support your family,
and that's another thing. I done almost forgot, we're dealing with this whole pandemic also. It's just, you guys, it's just really really a tough time.
And when you gotta think about it, with the whole Black Lives Matter movement going on, you still have to think about jobs. Because it's like, I feel like the more we bring it to light, the more they have to find ways to exclude us without it being publicized.
Definitely.
Just like maybe finding a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And it's like, now they don't care. They don't care about credentials. They don't care about none of that. Now they don't care about any of that. I won't even say we're giving them leverage, because we're really not. We're really fighting to be human. Because that's what it is for Black people. We're fighting to be human, or to be viewed as human. But what I feel like we need to pay attention to is the small ways where they can exclude us, like a job. Because I can get the job interview, but that don't mean I can get the job.
Right.
And then with the interview, they pick it with your name.
Yes.
So it's also based off your name.
Right.
Right.
And my name got an Isha, like an ISHA at the end. Although I'm a college grad, an education major at that, so I gotta know my stuff.
Right.
Though I'm a college grad, you know, I have the credentials.
I just feel like we have so much more.
Yes, but when I get on that phone, I can talk to you like this. But when I get on that phone, I gotta talk to them like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In order to, it's like a way to. It's like, how could I say? It's like I'm defending my name when I change my voice. Right. Because I know I'm an Isha. Right. At the end. So it's like, although I articulate well, period, but it's like, let me put emphasis on my articulation so you can choose me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta work 10 times harder.
I promise you, there was a Kimberly and a Tahisha with the same credential.
Yeah.
Little white manager is going with Kimberly. Right. Because Kimberly sounds better. Right. But Black people, like, for real, we gotta come together and fuck this shit up.
Honestly, and
we gotta shake this. We really gotta.
And I'm not talking about coming together when shit hits the fan.
Right.
Because honestly, for some of us, I feel like that's the only time we come together. Right. We can't wait for someone to get killed. Someone of our color to get killed, to be like, oh, Black Lives Matter. No, it doesn't work that way.
Also, sorry, y'all, imagine if, because us Black people, I'm not gonna lie, we that's gonna be maybe another subject in another day or whatever, but we spend money recklessly sometimes. But imagine, y'all, if we really spent money solely or mostly on Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
Like, imagine.
Yes.
Because the Black dollar is significant in America. Like, that's why they're giving us all this money.
Yeah.
We got.
They know we gonna put it right back into
Of course. And I hope you guys are out there supporting Black-owned businesses, especially in a time like this. That's what we need to be doing. Instead of supporting, I know,
do your research. And also, with this being said, Black people coming together, we need to have some sense of culture.
Yes.
I specifically say about African Americans.
Yes.
We don't have no culture
at all.
It's like we're so, I'm not with them, they're not my people, they're not my people. When in a sense, we are all one. But you go to a different culture, you live inside their cul-de-sac. Right. No matter how hard this shit hits the fan. Right. Oh no, they're my people. I gotta stick by my people. Right. You know what I mean? We need to have some sense of identity.
We do.
To know that, hey, like, we need to stick this shit out, and not just saying, oh, not everybody's bad, not everybody's bad. If you pro-Black, you be pro-Black.
Exactly. It's no in between. It's no in between.
Yes, there are some white people who aren't racist, but at the end of the day, guess what? I see my color first.
Right.
Exactly. You know, like, I see me first, because guess what? At the end of the day, a lot of the ones who don't appear to be racist, if it came down to it, oh, they're not risking their life for us. Are you nuts?
Exactly.
Like, there are a few who have been on the front lines. I would not discredit that.
Right.
But if it was behind closed doors, if a cop was to pull a white person aside and be like, did you kill this boy or did the black man kill this boy? Even if the white person did, they're gonna save themselves.
Yeah.
They're gonna be, one, the sense of entitlement, and two, they know it's like they feel that they can't be touched.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, they could be on the front lines with y'all all you want, but what if a white male cop was to put them behind closed doors?
Right.
Would the scenario be the same?
I worked at this restaurant, and I was the only black girl there. Well, it was me and my friend, but she fit in more than I did because I stuck out more because of like how I would dress. I would wear my hair wraps, I would wear my jewelry, I would wear my, you know, trying to do what I do. And they would come to me and say racist shit like, yeah girl, like the white managers, they don't speak to nobody else, but they speak to me like this. Yeah, I bet you about to go in the club and do all this and that. I was like, I don't speak to you like that. Why are you speaking to me like that? Or like half of the white folks, they didn't have like a curvy shape. I have a curvy shape.
Right.
And so I would get picked on. We would wear the same uniform. I would get picked on more because of my body shape.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just like, but I'm wearing the same thing she's wearing. Oh, well, this is not a strip club. You can't walk around like that. I can't help it that I have an ass. I can't help that. I can't help it that I have a shape.
Simple.
And it intimidates people. I know it's a family restaurant. What I'm supposed to do? This is my uniform.
Right.
You don't like ass though. You're in a way, you're kind of telling me like, okay, you too attractive to be wearing certain things.
Right.
So thank you.
Exactly. So if you're gonna be pro-black, be pro-black. It's no ifs and the buts about this.
Yes.
It's like,
we're beautiful, y'all. Like
beautiful.
Honestly, we're beautiful. We
hard.
are strong. Y'all, when I mean we're smart, but yeah, you guys, in conclusion, like we were saying, we're in a time right now where we just really need to support one another and be here for each other. You know, it's not just about saying, oh, Black Lives Matter, and we're not doing anything about it. Or it's not about saying Black Lives Matter and we're against each other. You know, like we're hating on each other. You know, we're jealous of each other. We're in competition with one another. You know, it's not the time for that right now. It's really not the time for that right now. Right now, we should be trying to protect one another, like I said, and just, you know, making sure we're doing what needs to be done. So yeah,
not just Black Lives Matter. It's about being the Black life that matters. And with that, that's just literally living every day defending us. And I know it's not the ideal thing to hear or even to say, but because of having to live in constant fear that if we get pulled over or whatever the case may be, a white person could say whatever they want and it'll be on us. Like we need to live like we matter. We really do. And it's not a 2-week thing, it's not a 1-week thing, it's a everyday thing until they get it. And if they don't get it, well shit, we about to fuck shit up.
we need to learn how to be selfish.
Right.
Sometimes it's important to be selfish. Be selfish for your own. Check on your friends that's in the house. Mental health is
real.
important. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Staying inside all day with nothing to do can really put a damper on your relationships with people, relationships with your mom, your husbands. I heard divorce rates went up.
Because they have to live with one another.
They did.
And they didn't even know their own spouse.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to check on everybody, make sure they're straight.
Right.
Make sure your people are straight at the end of the day. Because what if that was your son?
Right.
What if that was your daughter?
Right. But the most important thing, you guys, is prayer. That right there is a weapon within itself. Okay? Like prayer. Make sure you're staying on your knees and you're praying, because God is real. God is real. And the Bible talks about all of this, to be honest. It talks about all of this. Like I've been reading the Bible, and it's mind-boggling for real, because it's like this, all of this is in the Bible. So God sees everything. God does not like ugly. And at some point, all of this is going to end.
Also, on her spirituality tip, Don't go dipping and dabbing and stuff you have no business in.
Yes.
If everybody that asks me, no. Don't go looking for something you have no business looking for.
Right.
Stay in your lane. Stick to what you know.
Right.
And keep pushing with that.
Absolutely. It's time for us to start doing a lot of the firing.
Yeah.
A lot of the hiring.
Yeah.
It's time for us to be in that position and stay in that position.
But yes, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. This was very interesting. You know, of course, if you have your opinions on certain things that were being talked about or discussed, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. And like I mentioned towards the beginning of this segment, if you have any suggestions on any other topic that you would like for us to talk about, that you would like for me to talk about, please let me know.
And educate us.
Yes,
like, for real.
yes.
Because there might be things that we said that so many people probably, who knows, don't agree with.
Yeah.
Before you think of bashing, educate.
Right.
Okay, please educate. We
Right.
don't know everything, just like y'all don't know everything.
Right.
So it's like educate, if anything, in her comments.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be, so we know better.
Like I said, we need to come together. We need to come together. I'm willing to learn each and every day. And I believe we all should be willing to learn each and every day. So like she said, you know, we need to be here to educate each other on what we don't know, even on what we know, because we all have different opinions on certain things. But Erica and Tahisha, thank you for
Call me Ty.
being here today. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And like I said, support these Black-owned businesses, you guys. Support. There's a couple on Instagram. I came across some on Instagram. Also, I'm not sure how many of you guys have been making donations, but I will I'm gonna list some of them. I don't know each and every single one of them, but the ones that I've came across, I'm gonna make sure I put them down in the description box below, so you guys can donate. And if you guys also know any other Black-owned businesses, or you know any other places that needs donations, let me know. Let us know. And
donations or even just purchases.
Yes.
Because a lot of what these Black-owned businesses are selling, these other Caucasian businesses are selling the same thing.
Definitely.
Like,
there's now a Black-owned business that's selling scrubs for nurses.
Oh, so, I think I've seen that.
So
I think I've seen that. And this one girl, I know she's been selling like the head scarves, do-rags and stuff. I think her Twitter name Atirial or something on Twitter, but I guess, you know, I'll give it to you to drop it down below. It's a couple, it's a lot, and they sell some good stuff. What?
Like, who else skin turns gold in the sun?
I know, like,
come on,
y'all, we got color under be Black.
I understand why y'all hate us. I understand.
I would hate
you. But yeah, you guys, so we are gonna end it off here. Like I said, be sure to tune in every other Thursday. Thank you for joining us today, you guys. I love you, besties. I love you. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so you are aware of whenever a new video drops on the channel. I love you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye.